Hello, welcome to Scalemodeling, and welcome to part 12 of our Revell London bus build. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, give us a thumbs up, and if you think of anything along the course of watching the video, your comments are welcome below. So let's get into having straight up have a look where we're up to, what we last did. So as you can see here, in the last video we had this all painted up and clear coated, and I'm right now I've just put the headlight lenses in. There's a little lens in that one there, and I'm doing the windows here now. I've got one down here. I'm just doing the black around the outside. You can see there it cuts out some of the reflection in the window, makes them look a bit better. So I'm putting those in, and we also have this one here also ready, and we have decals will go on there and some clear parts over the top, and of course windows for that as well. So as you can see, I'm using my MIG ammo glue watered down to put the windows in. It dries clear and does a nice neat job of doing that. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to keep going on this. When I've got this piece done, we'll take a look at it before I get started on the other one. I have some other pieces of the roof that are painted, and I'm waiting for those to dry that I did in the last video. It was this one here. We've got this one. It just needs a clear coat to let that dry, and then I can start putting in, these are all bits of lenses and glass that need to go in that. Okay, all right. I'll be back shortly as always. Hey guys, welcome back. So there's some more parts done. So there's the part of the roof that goes onto the back of this piece here. Okay, there it is there. We've got this panel, which is all finished and clear coated, which turns out to be, show you on the instructions, that was, let me just adjust my camera here so we can see better. That's better. That part there, put some lots and pieces on that, some lenses and so forth. This will get glued onto the back of this, onto the roof. There's a little bit of detail in there to do. And as I said before, I was going to show you when this is done. There it is there, the glass in. Okay. There's no glass in there because for some reason it's telling me to hold off. We're on 66, step 66. It's telling us to wait until we get this step, gosh, from 66 to 77 to put in that glass, which I don't see the point of waiting that long. So I may just go ahead and put the glass in earlier. Yeah, so it's basically going to work on this and get some parts on these. Okay, all right, I shall continue on. Be back again shortly. Okay, welcome back. So a bit of update where I'm at here. I've done the reflectors, the orange and the red on them, put the lenses in and cover them in the clear yellow and clear red, or clear orange and clear red. They're looking good. You saw that, that's already done. These parts here, you see I put the decals in, and I've got the glass about to go in as soon as these decals have dried up properly. Now, for some reason, I've messed up the settings on my camera here, and everything's in reverse, which is why you're looking at everything written the wrong way around, and I can't find the setting to correct that. So, yeah, wish me luck. I've also done this part here where I've got that bar across. Everything's reversed, so I've got to, there we go, we've got the rail across there, we've got this piece up in the corner. I've connected the white roof in, it's drying. There's a little bell to ring up there, it's a little decal there on the bell. Okay, so I'll keep on going and I'll try and mess around with my settings and trying to get them sorted out too. so that all the I'm sure there's a setting for mirror reverse, but anyway, I'll find it. Okay, I'll continue on back shortly. Hey, welcome back everybody. And I got my settings fixed up, so everything's mirrored the right direction now. We can read things and yeah, not so confusing. All right, so I've got the glass on in here on those parts. So that's all done. Haven't done the sides yet because I've decided, well, it hasn't told me to do it, so I won't. Otherwise, that might confuse me later on. So we'll leave that. So that there now is completely done. Okay, so we can cross off number 68. We can also go back to 67 here, and I think I've showed you that. That's all done with our lights, reflectors on that. So we can cross that off, which I already did by looks of it. Going over the page to 69 is this part, which is all done with our little lights in the corner, all looking good. So that's done. 69. 70 is also done because that was attaching the white part and then the other bits on there. So 70 is done. And we got 71. And 71, I'm thinking, oh, what's this piece? And then I realized it's one that I haven't even touched yet. And there it is there, this bit. So I've got to get all the bits of screw off that, get that all cleaned up and ready to, and painted, of course. So I'll be working on this for a fair bit today before moving on to what looks like the actual sides of the bus, where we've got some, obviously some painting to do and a lot of holes to drill. So we'll look into that. But in the meantime, I can put all this up aside somewhere safe, start working on that. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. I shall return in the next bit of update. Back soon. Welcome back. Just a quick update here. Just letting you know the 1.1 mil is what you need for your drill bit size for the holes that need to be drilled out all around in there, as you can see. Okay, and also there's a piece of photo etch that's going to be placed on here. That's it there. We'll go on there. But before I glue that down, put that on, I'm going to wash this. Just some warm soapy water, get all my greasy fingerprints off it. Then I'll glue that on and then we can start putting some paint on there. All right, excellent. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, back again. Just showing you these glasses. The glass is ready to go in on that other piece. I've just washed it, waiting for it to dry so I can prime that back section of the bus. Got all the decals ready as well. So they're all set to go. It won't be for a while because I've got to get it all painted up and everything. So they're going to sit there a while. So because there's a lot of waiting time, moving on, we've got these. So we haven't seen these for a while. These are the sides to the bus. These I need to trim the sprue bits off and stuff. These includes the straight one, which I got. For those who don't know, one of these was very badly bent. I'll actually show you that. One sec. So this piece here, excuse me, this one was warped. Yeah, way out of shape. There was no way I could use that, as you can see. So Revell kindly replaced it with another one, which is there, just nice and straight. So happy days. So what I'm going to do is take all these bits out, tidy them all up. There is a lot of holes to be drilled here, as you can see in the instructions. Okay, so we've got all these holes need to be done. When I find out what size drill bit it is, I'll let you know, but there are the ones there. It's just got to fit those and you'll know they'll be right. The tricky part is making it look nice and clean on the other side where it's going to be painted. But then again, that is for the frame of the advertising signs. So they're going to be covered anyway. And one thing I'm also going to do is check with the size of frames make sure they fit in the holes too, just to make sure I get that size right, and we're not going to have any fit problems. You'll also see the colours around these frames are the grey, which is all these windows around here. They're all going to be done grey. I'll do what I did last time. I'll use my little Icky Sticky brush and just go over them because that works really, really well. The rest of this doesn't need to be painted because it can't be seen. This will sit on the outside of the bus, covering all those outside panels. Not too sure about some of this detail in here, so we'll just have to check. It's only telling us here about painting the frames. There's nothing about painting the inside of that at all. Okay, so we'll cross between doing this and that other section of the bus as we progress through. Okay, and there's also my photo etch around that frame for the bus as well that you saw earlier. Okay, I'll continue on, be back soon. Okay, welcome back again. So the holes are drilled. I used a 1.2 mil for all the holes, just so you know the size. I've test fitted the pieces that connect into those holes and it's perfect. There's not going to be a problem at all. What we're going to be doing now is doing the grey around the window frames. But what we need to do also is photo etch. There's some photo etch to go on here. So here we have, you can see that. We're going to remove that bit of plastic off. Same with the on this side of here. There it is there, telling us to take it off. And then we've got to put a surround around our fuel cap, which is here. So we've got some photo etch around that. Then we've got to put these bits together, and they will go, I'm guessing, where those spots took off, and off from there. There they are there, sitting on there. Okay. Pretty easy, not much bending in it. Just the edges need folding up, but that's about it. And then we got these little foot grips that go down in here, one on each side. We'll put the photo etch in there. Then we can start to look at priming this whole side. Now the instructions for this part, all our holes drilled, is done. The only colour it's got on here is the grey around the windshield, so I'm assuming nothing inside here needs to be painted. And that's it. I've undercoated that. That's all undercoated now. In about an hour or two, I'm going to do the red, and then I'll leave that for a few hours before I clear coat, and then leave that overnight. And then we can go and put in all our decals and glass that we've got all prepared for that. Going over the page, there's our two sides actually going on. In fact, there's quite a bit going on here. We've got this piece as well going on, but they're saying there's some parts to paint, even though we've already made up those pieces. So I guess we've still got to paint. The J is the interior red. There we go. Here they are saying we've got to paint this interior red on here. So there we go. So the inside of these will have to be done the interior red. I'll probably do that. I'll prime this up on the inside, do the interior red, then I would do these, because I don't need to mask up then. I can just do those with little these little brushes we got here. Okay, make that job easy. All right, so yeah, quite a bit going on at this stage here, especially with the front there as well. I do want to do a test fit before anything's permanently put on. But we'll come back and you'll see me doing all that. Okay, so I will continue on and be back again shortly. Okay, back again, another update. Here's those little pieces that go on the side where I took the detail off the truck. So there was just these spots here. I've taken them off. I've used my file and taken that off. I've just glued them on. It's a photo etch onto the steel that they're on, and then I can place them on here. So I'll just give them a bit more time to dry. Also in here we've got some photo etch for the foot holds. go in there. There's one on each side. I think I showed you the surrounds for the fuel cap. The one on this here is got the footrest in there as well, and of course we'll put the other side where that detail was to put these on. Now what I've also been looking at, oh, and by the way, that other part of the bus that I was working on earlier, it's now been clear coated, so I'll leave that for a good few hours to dry properly, and we'll have a look at that shortly. That's the part we're waiting to put all our decals and some glass in. Okay, now this I've looked at, we have to do some painting on the inside, and I've just test fitted this up against the bus, and the only part you can see is up here around the windows. If you look through on the lower floor, and up the top here you can see here, and it has to be done the interior red. That's the darker red. The instructions just point here and say L, which is the color code, which is the red, but they don't, and you don't need to spray the whole thing because it's all going to be covered behind the panels. So we just need to undercoat, prime that, hit it with the red, and then I'll come back and I'll do the surrounds of the windows in the grey, and that'll be the same with the bottom side and the same with this half as well. Okay, so when they're done, then I'll be able to turn it around and we can prime this side and also get the red on there as well, which I'm really looking forward to. I've got fingerprints all over this, so once I've finished handling it, I'll give it a clean up just before I'm going to put some paint on. Okay, so that means that, oh, and all the holes are drilled for the advertising frames. So step 72 is done. This is the one that I've got painted at the moment, waiting on these parts we've got ready. So we won't tick that off just yet. And then we're going over to here, which is painting the inside and the other side of this, as of course the frames are here telling us to paint them in that grey. All right, and then they go on the bus finally. In fact, lots of parts that we've done all go on the bus, so we're getting pretty close actually. Well, sort of, not really. There's quite a lot of work. There's still all the windows, the frames. There's some more plastic to go on the windows there. So yeah, quite a bit. Okay, I'll continue on and we'll come back and have a little bit more progress done. Back shortly. Hey, welcome back everyone. So here we are with our red painted part of the bus here and clear coated, all ready for these, which have been sitting here for a couple of days. So we've got some window glass to go in and some decals to go on here as well. So I'll get onto that now. Do that. We'll come back and have a look at when it's done. I've got my MIG ammo glue that dries clear, ready to go. And the other parts, which were the sides of the bus, I've painted the inside. I undercoated it, and I've also got the interior red done on those. They're just drying now. So by the time I've finished here, we'll be ready to do the window surrounds on the inside of that. But yeah, it's come up just as well as all the rest of it. So I'm going to get stuck into this and we'll come back shortly and have a look. Back in a sec. Okay, so there's the inside of the side wall of the bus. Only the part in the dark red is going to be seen. I've just done the outside rims around the frames around the windows. Again, just using grey with one of these little Icky Sticky micro pad brushes and just run around. Only took 5 minutes. Easy. I'm going to do the other side now of the bus, which I've got here. You see the difference there. All right. And yeah, I'll get this one done and then we'll move on and do some more. Okay, we're back again. Hey, welcome back. I just wanted to let you know of a problem I run into. I'm on step 71 here. We're putting the decals on. Okay, so number 62 was this one in here. It's way too big. Okay, I didn't realize until I tried to put it in there. Fortunately, I managed to cut a little bit off on one side and I've got it in there and it should be okay, but yeah, be aware, those decals are way too big. And then the next one here, I double checked, right? I've had to trim both the length and the width of it to make this fit. And I've got it down to the size there now, and it will fit in there. But again, it's way too big as well. So just be careful that, you know, if you're doing this one with Piccadilly Circus on it, it's too big. Now, if you were doing the one with Victoria on it, this one is actually smaller, and it does look like the Victoria one would fit. But doing my version, it's not fitting at all, particularly this one. Okay, so just check the sizes, trim them up, and make sure they're okay. So I'm going to put this one on now, and then I've got actually a couple of decals to put on the glass for the rear window, which is the emergency exit signs. So, all right, I'll keep going, and when we come back next, I'll have the glass in as well, hopefully. All right, back shortly. All right, welcome back again. So let's have a look at what we're up to. So this is done. We've got our glass in, our decals on, all looking good. So I can put that aside with the other parts now and bring our instructions over. That completes step 71. We can cross that off. We've also finished step 72 now, so we can cross that off. We drilled all the holes. As you can see, the holes are drilled for the advertising boards. The inside's done. The grey around the windows is done on there. And also, I've put the photo etch on there that we did. Of course, we got the little piece on there. This is ready for primer now. So I'll give it a clean. I'll give it a coat of primer. Same with the other side. Here it is here with our bit of photo etch on there. Give this all a good prime. And then we can put our red on, which is pretty exciting. So I've been really looking forward to doing that. There's something that we could have done way back in the instructions, a long way back. In fact, as far back as step 19, and that is put the wheels on. And I deliberately left that off. Just, I don't know why actually, there was no reason to. I just thought it might be better to leave the wheels off. But I think it's about time we put them on. So once we go over the page now to step 73, it's putting those sides on, and also this section on the front, at the top, our bottom part going in, and the piece around the back's going on. All right. Now here's an example here. They're showing for everything on this side. We've got D, I think that is. The glasses back on. O, there we go. So O, which is a grey. So obviously the windows have to be done grey. There's a little bit on the inside grey. I don't think I've done that. Let me just check. No, I haven't. So I've done this part all grey, but there's a little edge around on all of those that we'll do. I deliberately left that till after I spray this red, because otherwise we get overspray. And it's quite easy to do the grey over the red. All right, so I'll spray them before I do that. I'll just have to remember to do that. And then inside again, there's B, which will be the metal black. All right, so to make it even trickier, on the inside of those frames, it looks like it's metal black. Just trying to check. Yeah. Now what I've also been doing is doing black around the glass. I've just been using a permanent marker, black like this, and doing the inside of the glass, the edge of the glass frames. That has a similar effect to painting that black, so we may not need to do that. So those will all go on. And then obviously all the external panels that we've already prepped, the bonnet and the rear sections will all go on. Okay. Now they're saying tape. Notice there's a tape there. So the best thing we'll do first will be test fitting it all on there first, and fingers crossed everything's been all right and we can do that. Of course, there's still a lot to do with glass, and there's frames to go on there as well. So there's still quite a bit. There's all these pieces to go on. And then, of course, the advertising frame itself will have to be done. And then we've got all our rear view mirrors and lights on the side, on both sides here, door handles, and more bits and pieces and mirrors and lights going on there. A lot of detail. I'd like to see what's on the back of the bus, if there's anything. I don't see anything. There's a piece there that I don't recognise go on the roof. I guess that could be done at any point, any time. There's these two here, which are supports for the removable roof. So we could probably do those supports as well. They're painted P, if I remember, that's white. Same colour as the roof at each end. Oh, there we go. I knew there was a handle going right on the back. So right on the back of here, in that spot there is a handle. Why we've done it so late in the build, I don't know, but it's going to be painted L, which is London red. Okay, so it could have been put on there when I painted. So actually, I might go and do that now. There's another railing going in late stage as well, which is interesting. Don't know why that couldn't have been put on when I did the other railings on the stairs. Oh well, I think it's because maybe that back piece is getting put on, which I saw amongst those other parts. Where was that? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's it there. So I think the railing connects onto that. Anyway, I don't want to confuse you all. So we'll do the tyres, we'll put the wheels on, and then we'll do the handle on that back window. All right, we'll be back in a sec. Well, good news, the wheels go on and they turn. There we go. And front one's here. And the bus sits nicely. So there we go. Wheels are on. Fantastic. Those tyres really did come up very nice too. I'll put a picture up in the corner there. You can have a look. The rims look really nice. Okay, I will continue on and we'll be back in a sec. Hello everybody and welcome back. So I'm going to show you this. There you go, pizzas are ready. So there's our red sprayed on. Just letting them cure completely. I'll leave them overnight and then I'll clear coat it. But yeah, gone on very nice. Very happy with the result. So I'll go put them back out to dry properly, and yeah, we'll come back again and we'll have a look at them when they're clear coated. Okay, be back shortly. Okay, welcome back everybody. So I've just clear coated the two outside panels of the bus. Went on beautifully. I'll bring it out shortly to show you. Just want to give it an hour to dry enough before I remove it. It's in a dust-proof place at the moment, so it should be fine. But in the meantime, while things are drying, as we do, we move on. So that is 72's done. So this step 73 is putting the sides on the bus as well as the front and rear. But I'm not ready to do that just yet because obviously these are now drying, and I'm going to give it a good 2 days because I want these to be completely set so that because they're going to get handled as they get put on the bus. Now, what I've decided to do is here we could go put the bonnet on now, but there's no rush for that. We'll leave that for the moment. I'm more concerned about all the windows and what we can do with those. So what I'm going to do is jump ahead, first of all, to step 78. Okay, now on this one, we need to do all these clear parts and we need to paint them. We need to get some color on there. So you can see there it's C, and it's all these ones here on both sprues. And C is titanium silver, which will have one of these. And I think it'll be much easier to do while it's on the sprue is to just draw along there and do the outside of those in the titanium color while they're on the sprue. Also, that covers all of those that need to go on those two steps for both sides of the bus. Then we need to go over to looking at step 76. I'm sorry this is so bright. Let me just adjust that for a moment. Okay, that's better. It's either too dark to show the clear parts properly or it's too light to show here. So there's those pieces, and they will have to be touched up in the C. We'll do that on the sprue. There they are on the other side of the bus. Going over to step 76 and 77. Here we got these parts here on the windscreen, which are done in C again. It's that titanium silver, but there's also H there as well. Now H is the little latch that's on there. All right, so it'll be on all these parts here. You can see them there. All those, and you can see the little latches. Okay, I'm fairly sure they're going to be a chrome color as well. Let's just check what they're suggesting for H. So in the instructions, the H is for red. Okay, red. Well, we'll see how we go about that. I don't know. I'll check some reference photos and make sure those are actually red, little latches. I would think they'd probably more either be black or the same metal as the strip along there. Anyway, either way, I'm going to do these while they're on the sprue as well. It's just going to make it much easier. Okay, we'll get all those, then all those glass pieces can go straight on and they're already painted up. Yeah, which is pretty much all it is to all of these 4 steps, is putting all that glass in. And then we'll be working on the frames for the advertising billboards that go on the side of the bus. Now they're all going to have to be taken off the sprue. Looks like they're going to have to be all the parts glued together and then sprayed the L, which will be, I'm guessing, the red. Yeah, London red colour of the bus. Hopefully they'll fit okay. There's been fit issues previously with people building this model, so I'm hoping this is going to go on nice and well. Both sides of the bus there. So there's another area we can work on if we get to it, and take all those off the sprue, test fit them all and get them painted up before they go on the bus. And that's it. Don't want to get too far ahead. All right, so I'll start working on these smaller windows first, tracing them on. I'll show you how they look, but probably in the next shot you're going to see these sides of the bus all clear coated and all looking nice. Okay, back again for another update. Back shortly. Hey, welcome back again. So there's I've done, actually I haven't even started that one yet. This is the one I did. So you can see the difference there. Done the silver on them. They're the ones that aren't done. So come up all right, just use the pen, no problem at all, just traced along the side of it. Done, no problem. So I'm going to do the other side now. So that's done. Then I'll go ahead and do the other windows that needed it also. And that'll be good. Now I've done clear coat on the sides of our bus. Let's have a look. So there it is there. Nice. And there's the other side. Where are we? There we go. There's the other side of the bus. So we're all happy. I'm happy with that. It's going to look really nice when it's on the bus. What I have to do now is get some windows in, possibly paint a bit of black. Actually, that's what we have to do, is the surrounds on the inside need to be done. I think it's black. Let me just do a quick check here. I'm fairly sure, because you remember on the other side of this, I've just got to be careful because it was just done a couple of hours ago. yeah, we did the grey on the other side. Okay, I'm pretty sure the inside of those will be black. But anyway, I'm going to put that somewhere safe where it's not going to get damaged. I'll leave them to dry for a couple of days before I touch them. That's the best way forward. All right, so that's it for this video. We'll have to come back into step 13 or part 13 where I'll continue on and probably start putting those windows in. But in the meantime, yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. Don't forget my live stream on every week. You can check that out. You'll get notified. If you got notifications activated, you'll get notified when they come, when the live streams are on. And don't forget our Facebook Hangout group. You're all welcome to join in there and show us what you're building. You're building this, let me see some photos. Okay, excellent, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Cheers.